But if you're a relatively small consulting firm, it is even more important than ever for you to get really sharp, really precise about who they are and what they care about. So for the who they are, let's make sure that you have a one-page, really tight ideal client profile. Geographically, where are they located? Can you truly provide energy sustainability consulting all over the world? Or are you better suited to provide that consulting in a particular geographic region, in a particular country, in a particular group of countries? So get really tight about that. And that's going to be a combination of where you're located, where you have team members located, how familiar you are with the energy and sustainability ecosystem, landscape, environment, and trends in that area. From a practical standpoint, can you provide consulting in more languages than just English? Are you familiar with the local regulations? Is it feasible? Is it cost effective for you to travel to visit clients there on a regular basis? All of those factors come into account for the geographic part of your ideal client profile. Next, what size is the right fit for you? In other words, are you able to make the most progress with your sustainability, with your energy consulting in a relatively small company, in a mid-sized, mid-market kind of company, or in an enterprise company? So again, only you can answer that question of where your most successful clients have come from and what they all have in common. But be self-aware, be realistic about where you can make the most traction with your marketing and sales process and consulting services delivery. It has to do somewhat with your product, your packaged services offering, like what your minimum is. How big do they need to be to actually be able to afford your services? And second, at the other extreme, at what point would a client be so large that they would overwhelm your company's ability to be effective at delivering significant transformation when it comes to energy sustainability? So what's the range? Number of employees. Define that as part of your ideal client profile. For a lot of relatively small consulting firms, maybe it's something like, I don't know, 50 employees up to 500 employees, or 50 employees up to 1,000 employees, or something like that. This is essentially defining your addressable market as part of your ideal client profile. And then what industries are more conducive to your services offering, your consulting services offering, than others? Are there certain industries that are a great fit? Are there certain industries that are a terrible fit? And once you have that ideal client profile defined,